Hello and welcome to Simplex Payroll. This tutorial is going to be walking you through how to get started setting up your account. If you'll notice, I'm on the home page of simplexpayroll.com, and up in the top right hand corner there is a Get Started button. To get started with my account, I click that button and it will take me to the registration page. On this page, I need to enter all of my information from my name, my email, what I would like my username to be, password, and on through the list. At the very end, I will click the register button. Once I've done that, it will take me to the reporting and time tracking page of the application. My account's been created, and if you'll notice, I've got notifications up here at the top. You'll have one additional notification that will say you need to register your account, and you do that simply by going to your email that was registered and clicking the confirm here right here. Once you've done that, it will take you back to the reporting and time tracking page where you can start at the very first notification that's up at the top, and it says start by creating your first employee. So I'm going to click that, and it takes me directly to the employees page. I also have the ability to go to any of these pages off here to the left, but the notifications do make it a lot simpler. So I'm going to create my first employee. Now this information is going to be your typical tax information that you would have on any of your employees, and I'll walk you through the form for the very first one. So I will select a username for my employee, and a password, and this does need to be a strong password. The password will be mailed to me so that I'll be able to either forward that on to my employee, or I can go ahead and print that out and give that to him if the employee does not have email access at work. We do have that at some high security environments. Type in the first and last name, their email if they have one, a job title, department, phone number. Continue here, type their address. I'm going to put a test address in. Now, the tax calculations are done off of this address, so it is important that you have this correct. We'll go ahead and select a time zone here, and this is the time zone that the employee is going to use so that they will be able to clock in and clock out in the correct time zone. It really has no bearing on the time that's recorded for that employee. However, it does increase the user friendliness of it, so we want to make sure we select the right time zone there. And I will say that this particular employee is single with 0 allowances. No additional Medicare needs to be taken out. Now this employee will be an hourly employee, and so over here to the right, this estimated annual pay is not going to be important for this one. However, if I do have a salary employee like I will on the very next one, I'll need to go ahead and put that in. And that's what the system uses to calculate the pay for the employee. Continuing on down here, I can put in any sort of medical expenses, dental expenses, and things like that that need to be taken out of the employee's check. Now this will occur at the rate of each payroll period. So if the person is paid on the 1st and 15th of each month, they have a $200 monthly deductible that needs to be taken out of their check, then I'll want to put $100 right here. The next thing I need to do is to put in a billing rate. Now this billing rate is what the employee will make each hour. I do have an overtime multiplier here. Some states have a different multiplier, and so we do allow that to be changed by employee. It can also be done globally at the account up at the top right hand corner. You can set that. If I want to put any vacation hours in, so this employee, let's say, needs to work 40 hours to be able to earn 1 hour of vacation, I can put that in right here. I can also put in any vacation hours they've used already. Same with the sick time. And I will say that this employee is an hourly employee, and they are not a supervisor. They don't have any accounting or HR roles, and so I'll just click create. This creates my very first employee, and I'm going to create one more. This time it's going to be a salary user. And I'm just going through the form here. It's really quick and easy. As you can see, this doesn't really take much effort. As long as you have the information in front of you, it's very fast to enter your employees, especially for smaller companies and even for larger companies. And let's say that this particular employee is married. They have 2 allowances. And because they are a salary user, I need to make sure I enter this estimated annual pay here. Let's say that this employee makes $50,000 per year. Scroll down here. If I want to make any deductions, again, this is done on a per paycheck basis. So let's say $250 needs to come out of the paycheck for the medical expenses, maybe $25 for the dental expenses, and let's say $100 needs to go to their IRA. Billing rate is not going to be required here. They are a salary employee, so overtime is not necessary. I'll go ahead and enter the vacation hours, the number of hours that the employee must work to earn 1 vacation hour. Same for sick time. This one's going to be a salary user, and we will also make them a supervisor. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. So we'll click create, and we have our username is already taken. So we will add a 2 to that. Go ahead and click create. Okay, so it says my employee has been successfully created, and I'm going to go to the very next notification that I have here. It says add payroll periods for your employees to assign time to. Create at least 1 year of payroll periods. Typically, we recommend creating 2 years. This is one of those areas where you set it and forget it. So we'll click create payroll periods. We will select our start date, let's say January 1st of 2015. And going forward, let's say December 31st of 2016. We'll select our payroll period interval, and this can be set to weekly, biweekly, monthly, or on the 1st and the 15th. I'm going to say that we do a biweekly payroll period. Click create all. And once that has been completed, I don't have to touch this again. So all of my payroll periods are created, and I'll go to my next notification. So it says create clients for your salary employees. So this particular portion of the account allows your salary employees to add time to a client. For instance, notice the very first one here. This is one that is automatically generated. This is the company that we have, and this company is what was set up as the owner account. So you'll notice that you have your information here already. Let's go ahead and create one more. It's a very straightforward process. Company is, let's say, Josh's Plumbing. And say I am the president. Website, department, any of that information I can enter right there. Enter a phone number, fax if I have it, any notes that are necessary. Enter my address. and I'll click submit. And it's as simple as that. I now have a client in there called Josh's Plumbing that my salary users can bill time to. The next notification says your salary employees need job types for their time clocks. So let's go ahead and click that. And notice that I've already got 3 that are set up in here for me. Now these can be deleted, they can be edited. You have the ability to do all sorts of things. If I want to delete one here, let's say I need to delete sales. I'll click the delete button and click yes, I want to delete it, and it deletes. Let's create a new one, and we'll say this is accounting. And we'll click create, and they now can bill time to the accounting job type. This gives the user a lot of ability to see what's going on at the business and where time is going. So you definitely want to make sure that you have these in here. The next one is for hourly employees, and this is pay types. Again, we have a number of these that are already in here for us, and these are things that time is billed to. If you have a hourly employee that needs to bill time to a client, you can add them right here as well. Again, you have the ability to delete and to edit these at will. I'm going to delete 2 of these, and I'll leave the rest of them alone. Okay, all of that has been done. The very last thing I want to do is create a supervisor. I'll click my supervisors, and I will select my supervisor and click edit supervisor. Now what I can do here is I can add my other user underneath of my supervisor, and that allows me to go through and have my supervisor look at the time, review payroll, review time, do any reporting that needs to be done for a client. All of that can be done. Over here to the bottom left, you do have the support button. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Feel free to either send us an email, give us a call, whatever you need to do. We do have a knowledge base that's already out here that you can use. And the final thing that we need to do here is go to our account button, and this is really just to review what's going on in our account. This is something you're not going to have to do, but I want you to know that it's here in case you need it. And under the account button, I have the ability to change my username. I can change security questions, change my password, any billing information. If I want to make sure that my employees are not able to log on from anywhere but my place of business, I can add an IP address right here and click active, and that will make sure that they do not clock in from anywhere else. I can also update any employer information that I may have if I need to change locations. Let's say I've leased a new space, I can do that. I can also go in here and set an overtime limit. For instance, if I don't want any employees to be able to work overtime, I can set that right there. And click update information, and everything has been successfully saved. In our future videos, we're going to be going through the various employee types as well as the reporting. So stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, once again, we are here for you and more than happy to help.